Wow, interesting sentiments there from some of the rallies and the meetings that were held this weekend. Remember that we're already still in high gear in regards to the campaigns with just about 35 days to the presidential election. Like I mentioned, I want to have a discussion here in studio, and I invite you to be part of it. Hashtag to use is New Center or Betty M. Kialo. That's my Twitter handle. Tell me what you think, and of course, chiming into this conversation here in studio. Let me introduce my first guest. Babu Namwamba is a bit late, but hopefully he's going to get us along the way. But right now I have Caleb Amisi, who's the Saboti Member of Parliament. Thank you very much, Caleb, for joining us here on the show.
Thank you.
All right, first things first. You've heard the sentiments there of, your counterparts in regards to IEBC. They have this workshop that is currently ongoing in Naivasha. What will be your expectation from this particular workshop at the end of it just tomorrow evening?
Okay, thank you, Betty. Of course, as a country, as NASA coalition, we have a lot of expectations from the workshop. We say kudos to the IBC, first for organizing the workshop, because the IBC was really in shambles. And the country was worried that we have only 30 hours, just 36, 35 days to go, and the IBC has not put the right infrastructure to enable a free election. So it was a good idea.
Right.
They put the house in order. It was a good idea to take a retreat, freshen up, make housekeeping, so that when they come back to Nairobi, they come back to business. They have set the stage for a free and a fair election.
All right.
So we thank them for making that step.
For making the move.
Yes.
And shortly also, I'll be speaking to my colleague, Sophia Wanuna, who's there in Naivasha, the Great Rift Valley Lodge, and she's going to be giving us the latest details in regards to that. She'll be joining her in a few moments. But just continuing the conversation, what would you rather IEBC right now focuses on? Of course, we know that there's a lot of infighting and a lot of wrangles, as we've seen with the letter that Chebukati wrote to Chiloba. A lot of issues that they have, honestly, to handle. But what should be the priority? Is it looking back into the mistakes that were made with the August 8th election, or is it planning for a better October 17th election?
Yeah, first of all, Betty, I'd like to correct the IBC, especially the chairman, Chebukati. When the ruling came out from the Supreme Court, it was very clear that the IBC bears the full responsibility for the fraudulent election they carried. And it was not carried in accordance with the rule of law. So the responsibility was fully on the IBC. And the first thing they were supposed to put their house in order immediately. What they are doing now is actually late. They should have sat down and find out where are they doing corrections? Where are they even writing letters? They don't even know what is in the full judgment, because the full judgment is supposed to come in the 21 days, which is, I think, we are now for 14 days to go. So maybe what is in the judgment is to say we don't want the chairman to conduct the election, and he's actually going ahead to say we have only 2 candidates to take part, and the law says that you allow, it's not a rerun, it is actually a re-election. So you must allow all and as you see, the Dr. Okot has gone to court because he feels that it's supposed to be part of the election, because it's not a rerun. It's only in a rerun where you have 2 candidates, the first and the second.
Right.
So this is an election never took place. The election took place out of the confines of on the constitution. So we want a repeat of the election, even new entrants. Right. Even me, I can actually vie as a president.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So the first thing Chebukati has done is actually to break the very law the Supreme Court warned him about. So that is the first mistake. The second one is that we've seen Chebukati writing letters and saying that this must be answered by Chiloba, this one must be answered by so and so. So you are wondering, he was the chairman. He actually announced the results. So why did you announce the results that you've not confirmed all the Form 34A or whatever, the system, the server?
So you're saying that he shouldn't have
written
the letter?
In fact, if you are saying, the NASA, we are saying Chiloba, but I am also adding as an individual, both of them must go, clearly, because he's the chairman, he's the CEO and the chairman. So he bears the full responsibility, because he's the topmost. What he's doing now, he should have done before, because now he has put the country under a great loss. The business community are crying. because of his mistakes.
Because of the mistakes of the commission.
Yes.
All right.